up, everybody? It is your man's Ken Jackson. This is the Ken Jackson Experience, Sunday morning edition. You know, doing what I normally do every morning, sitting out here by the water, taking in the sunshine, watching the boats go by, getting my thoughts together. You know, you have to work on your mental health. You got to protect your mental stability. And sometimes that means just detaching from the rest of the world, and just not doing anything. Sometimes I'll take days where I literally do absolutely nothing. I don't think about anything. I don't focus on anything. I just exist in my skin for that day. And it's so refreshing and stress relieving when you do that. We spend too much time worried about shit. Too much time focused on a lot of things that are beyond our control, and not focusing on things that we can control. And this is why a lot of people never reach the goals that they set for themselves, is because they don't focus on reaching those goals. I've been working on my YouTube channel for a lot of years now, off and on. But it was never that serious to me in terms of trying to make money or trying to create a new career for myself. For me, at the time, it was just a way for me to use it to promote other things that I was doing when I was active in the music business. And then later, after I had my medical issues, it was a way for me to just get things off my chest, and like my own personal therapy. Now, as we approach 2025, I am looking to turn this channel into a business. That's my goal for 2025. To actually make the Ken Jackson Experience my new career. For the past 3 years, really, I've been going through a lot of personal issues, with my health. And for the most part, that's behind me. What's gonna be, what's gonna be. I can't sit down and cry about, why certain things have happened to me and why I have to deal with, certain issues, because everybody has to deal with issues. Everybody in this entire world is going through something, and so who am I? Who am I to sit down and cry about, my little bitty, my little bitty mountains that I have to get over? Because if I'm being honest, life ain't that bad. Life is not that bad for me. You know what I'm saying? For you, I don't know. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you're dealing with. But I can tell you something. If you can just take some time, it doesn't take a lot. Give yourself 30 minutes to an hour every week and just be to yourself. Cut the whole world off. Social media, don't answer the phone, and just find you a a place of solitude where you can go to and just let your mind wander and be free and not worry about any damn thing. You'd be surprised what it can do for your mental health. I'm not one to live in my emotions. I never have been. But I know that a lot of you out there are very, very emotional people. And you got to get control of that. There's nothing wrong with being, having strong emotions. But when you allow those emotions to overwhelm you and take over your life and be the motivator for the choices and decisions that you make, you can lead yourself down a dark path real fast. And a lot of people around me say, man, Ken, it's easier said than done. I can't let this go. I can't forget about that. Or, this has, been eating on my soul for all this time and I just don't know how to get past it. Let me tell you what works, or what worked for me, and it just might change your life. I just don't care. And I don't mean I don't care in the sense that that I have no compassion for certain things, but the bottom line is this. If it's something I can control or influence, I work the problem. And I work the problem without prejudice. Because I understand that how I work the problem is going to get me to a solution. And the solution may not always be what I want it to be, but I always find resolution in the problems that I'm working on personally. Always. Things that I can't control, I don't worry about it. I don't dwell on it. I don't let my mind focus on things that I have no influence over. Because you got to understand that a lot of things that are happening to you now in your life, well, not a lot of things, everything that is happening to you in your life is because of the choices and decisions you made somewhere in the past. You could actually be experiencing consequences of something you decided on 5 years ago, 10 years ago. And that's what you have to keep in mind when you're going through life, and understand that every choice you make is going to have an outcome. It may not be immediately, it may not be tomorrow, it may not be next week, it may not be next month, but there's always going to be an outcome to the choice that you made. So you have to think about the long-term consequences of decisions that you make. And you have to be truly honest with yourself and understand that, hey, it can either go this way or it can go that way. There ain't no in between. So let's stop that right now. Let's knock off the gray area bullshit. There is no gray area. It's left or right. Or right or left from what you saw on the screen, okay? But in any case, it's going to go one way or the other, no matter what. And you may not like every outcome. But there's always going to be an outcome that we have to deal with in our lives, based on every single choice we make. So, I say all that to say this. Think before you decide. Think before you move. Think about what you're about to decide on and how it may affect you tomorrow or next week or next year or whenever. Think about what this very decision that you're about to make right now is going to do for you down the road. If you want to change your life, you have to start making decisions this minute to change your life. You have to think about what kind of change you want for your life. And then think about what you need to do to create that change. A lot of times, we find out that in order to make certain things happen in our lives, we have to do something hard. People don't like doing hard things. But unfortunately, nothing comes easy. Absolutely nothing. We have to work. We have to put in the work to get to the places that we want to get to achieve the goals that we set. We have to. It's not just going to come by happenstance. It's not about luck. It's not about coincidence or, oh wow, I just fell into this. No, you have to put in work to get what you want out of life. Plain and simple. Be honest with yourself. Start being honest with yourself right now if you want to change your life. I'm your man's Ken Jackson. This has been the Ken Jackson Sunday morning edition. Everybody have a peaceful and productive day. And just relax sometimes. Peace. I'm out.